Hey guys, welcome back. So now that we have this comment form set up, what we're going to do is add the functionality to it so that when we type some comment in here and press comment, it will actually submit that comment to the database. So go back to our text editor and we'll close down star.css for now. We don't really need that at the moment. So we can also close down button provider.php. We don't need that at the moment either. And what we need to do though is create this post comment function, because remember we passed in this action into the button provider create button class, which is telling it which JavaScript function to call when the button is pressed, and we've said that we're going to call this post comment function. So we're going to create that post comment JavaScript function now, but we're going to do it inside its own comment actions JavaScript file, just like we did with the other file. So if I go back to watch.php, you'll notice we created this video player actions file, and we also created a user actions file, and we put that in the header.php, but we're going to do a comment actions file too. So we're going to create a new file and save this in the in the assets.js folder. So this is where all the JavaScript files go, and we'll just save this as comment actions.js. All right, comment actions.js. Give it a save. And then of course, before we can use it, we need to go back to watch.php and make sure we add a reference to that. So copy and paste where we've included the video player actions and just change this to comment actions. Great, now we should be able to use anything in that file. So we've said that the function is going to be called post comment. So I'm going to copy that name and let's go and create that function now. We'll just say function post comment like this. And we also said it's going to take 5 parameters. So the first parameter is the button itself. So we're just going to call it button. All right. The second parameter is the posted by username. So we can say posted by. All right. The next parameter was the video ID. So video ID, and then the next parameter we set it as null, but this is the ID of the comment you're responding to. But we won't be responding to any comment when we post a comment from this form. We'll only be responding to a comment when we submit a comment using this reply button, which opens another form eventually. Okay, so that's when we use the reply one. But when we submit a comment from up here, we won't be responding to anyone's comment, so we're going to leave this as null. But this is just the reply to parameter. And then finally, this is the class of the container, and we'll say container class. And I did spell container wrong, so container class. Okay. And the reason we need the container class is because when we've posted the comment, we need to take the comment and apply it to the container. So you'll see here when I submit a comment like this test, it's going to take the comment and it's going to apply it and put it down here like that. Okay, so that's why we need the container class, because without the container class, we won't know where to put it. We only have a reference to this button itself, so we need to get the container of this whole comment section so that we can put the comment in there. But you'll see how that works very soon. So in order to take the text that was entered for the comment, we need to actually get the text area. So we can say var text area equals, and then put the button into a jQuery object. So button, and then say dot siblings, which gets all the elements on the same level of this as this element. So siblings, and in there just put text area, and this will get all of the text areas that are on the same level as this button, and obviously there's only one, so it will contain the reference to the text area itself. Now we can say var comment text equals text area dot val, so the value of the text area. So that'll be so this will now contain any text that was entered, so the actual contents of the comment. So when we store that in a variable, we want to then clear this value, so we can then say text area dot val, and then put a double quotes in there, an empty double quotes like that, so that when they press the button, it will store the text that they've entered, and then it will clear it again. So let me just show you. If I refresh the page now, hopefully we'll see that work. So refresh the page, I'm going to type something in there, and when I press this button, you should see this text disappear, which you do. Great, because when we submit the comment, we want to clear the form again. But we would still have a reference to what they entered originally inside this text variable. So now that we have the text, we're ready to start actually making the step to insert it into the table. So we can say if comment text, I spelled that wrong, so comment text like this, and that means that if comment text actually has a value, if it has no value, so it's empty, then it means this will return false, and we will do this else block instead. And if they have not entered a comment, we can just alert you can't post an empty comment or something like that. Okay, So you can't post an empty comment. Great. And now if I refresh the page and try and submit the comment section without actually typing anything in there, you should see that alert happen. But if I type something in there and press it, you don't see it. Great. So then in there, all we need to do now is actually do the AJAX call.